Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Saturday. I know, I didn't put out a video on Friday this week. I know, you're proud. It's okay, you don't have to say it. But really say it. Okay, I'm just gonna jump right in. This week's video is all about guilty pleasures. Um, and a few of my things, I don't feel guilty about them, but they're just kind of surprising things that I don't necessarily advertise that I'm a huge fan of. So, um, the first one, I know a lot of my girls and some of my gays are gonna really be on my side with this one, so it's okay. Um, Boy bands. I love boy bands. The ones from the 90s, the 80s, back in the 70s even, just, five men up on a stage in choreographed motion, all harmonizing and singing together. What more can you ask for? Back to the days of the Jackson 5, I know they weren't necessarily sex symbols by any means. You know, the Temptations, and even getting into the 80s, we get to the New Kids on the Block, and then when we get to the 90s, we've got the Backstreet Boys. I need a minute with that one. And then NSYNC and 98 Degrees, even some of those lesser known ones, I'm not going to get into because I'm really going to kind of show age there, and I don't want to do that. But even now with One Direction, I don't care who you are, you think at least one of those little bastards is cute. I happen to think they're all pretty cute, especially Lewis. He's my favorite. He happens to be the oldest, so it's not cradle robbing. He's 20. You're welcome. So yeah, boy bands. I love them. Always have, always will. It's a weakness, quite honestly. Next up, I'm almost ashamed. This one I really kind of am ashamed to admit, but it's time to come clean about it. Bieber. I happen to kind of like Justin Bieber. I know that I give a lot of people shit about it, about loving Justin Bieber, which to some extent those queens and the gays that go fangirl over Justin Bieber, that's a bit extreme. But I mean, the boy's growing into his looks. Let's be real. Okay? And you can't help but sing along with his music. He catches on. Even back in the day, One Less Lonely Girl was my shit. I loved that song. Monica Helluff and her little daughter and I used to run around town blasting Justin Bieber through the car. Gonna be one less lonely girl. It was ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm gonna move on before I incriminate myself anymore. This is another one. I'm hot and cold with this one. I either really, really love her or I really, really hate her. And right now I'm kind of on the hater side because she's kind of just lost it for me. Taylor Swift. Back in her early days, couldn't get enough. Teardrops on My Guitar, you play that any day and I will sob like a child. Ridiculous. But nowadays, I think that she's lost originality. Her music all sounds the same. I'm sorry, I don't think that repeating the same sentence or word over and over and over and over and over again is a song. That's the same reason Rihanna's lost my respect. And Beyonce, you better be careful, girl. I love you to death, but you need to get your life. So yeah, Taylor Swift. Get your life together, bitch. I want decent music again. All there is to it. And stop dating men. You just need to stop. Get some toys, stay by yourself for a few years, get yourself together, then maybe get out on the dating scene. Not every man has to turn into a song for you. You need some new motivation and inspiration. You're welcome. Public service announcement here. Now we're going to get into a little bit of TV stuff that is my guilty pleasure-ish kind of thing. I kind of openly love this one, I'm not going to lie. Toddlers and Tiaras. I hate Dance Moms. I hate The Housewives. I hate all those kind of weird shows, especially Honey Boo Boo. I hope that little bitch gets hit by a semi. Ugh. But I love Toddlers and Tiaras. Just, it's so entertaining. Because, like, sometimes it's the child that really wants to be the beauty queen kind of thing, and then it's the mother pushing them. But either way, it's just like, it's mind-boggling to me to see the amount of money that these people put into children getting onto the stage and doing this. It's ridiculous. I wish I had that kind of money to fucking throw around on whatever. You have any idea how many pairs of shoes I would own? God. This next one, once again, I don't necessarily, I don't feel guilty for loving this at all, like at all, but it's not really something that I avidly put out there. Game shows. I am a sucker for game shows. Wheel of Fortune is my all-time favorite. All time, I don't care. I watched it forever. I used to sit with my grandma and my mom and we would just watch. And we would always get so mad when the people didn't know the puzzles. Like, we'd be screaming, like, no, you stupid asshole! Why didn't you guess this letter? We had so much fun with it. I'm kind of an amazing pro at it. Not gonna lie. People don't like playing with me. They think I cheat. I don't see how I could cheat, necessarily. Suck less. I mean, sorry about it. Wheel of Fortune. I love Jeopardy. I surprise myself with how smart I actually am with some of this stuff. I have a Jeopardy question a day desk calendar at work, so I'll sit and ask the questions to everybody around me and I'll answer them to myself. This week I wound up with a whopping total of $8,400. Just saying. Pyramid. I really love Pyramid. I have a few friends. Yeah. Jordan and Laura and Erica, the three of you, if we ever played Pyramid together, we would whoop ass. Because we got that, y'all just know, we know what we're thinking. So, and Family Feud, that's just a classic one. Everybody likes to just sit and get stumped over what the survey could possibly be saying about the answers. So yeah, I love game shows. I do. GSN, that's my channel. I love it. Alright, and finally, some people know this about me, and some people don't. I'm gonna come clean. I'm gonna come out of this proverbial closet about it. I am a huge wrestling fan. I will pause for laughter. Okay. Yeah, huge wrestling fan. I always have been. I always will be. And not for the reasons that you think, alright? I know that there's some perverted assholes out there thinking, oh, half-naked men beating the hell out of each other. Oh, no wonder he likes it. That did not become a factor until about 10 years ago when I came out of the closet, okay? So, I love it. I know that it's fake before that whole argument starts. I know that it's fake. A lot of the storylines and the punches and the kicks and all that, that's fake. I totally understand that. But let me see you get thrown from about 10 feet in the air and land on your back, and let me see you hop back up and keep going. I dare ya. I would love to see it. But I am. Huge fan. It's the athleticism and the pageantry and just the sheer spectacle of it all. And having been a lifelong fan, watching it evolve from what it was in the 70s and the 80s to what it is now is just insane. I have every WrestleMania, which is their big event of the year, which is tomorrow, by the way. Geeking. I have all kinds of DVDs and books and pictures and memorabilia and autographs and yeah, so there it is. And I mention that in this video because tomorrow, like I said, is WrestleMania 29. It's the big event of the year. I'm like geeking so hard. It's ridiculous. This is one of my favorite days of the year. Sarah Hawk is going to come over and watch it with me tomorrow. I'm so excited. Oh, and they tweeted a YouTube short video of the set last night. So yeah, now that you've watched me geek out about that sufficiently. Those are my guilty pleasures and some of my not so guilty pleasures. I'm not ashamed of being a wrestling fan. I will defend it to my deathbed. I love it. So let the teasing commence. I mean, because I'm just going to give it right back. I don't give a damn. But I love it, and I love, well, some of these I only really like, but most of these I love, and they're who I am, they're what I do, and if you don't like it, well, fuck off. So, that's Guilty Pleasures for this week. You're welcome. You guys know the drill. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Snapchat. I'm going to get a nicer way to advertise this, because the Spiral Notebook after this long is just kind of tacky. So, yeah, there it is. I'm going to go and have another cup of coffee, because it's going to be a long day. I'm doing laundry, and then Kathy Griffin! Jordan and I are going to see Kathy in Columbus tonight, so I'm so excited. So, yeah, I'm kind of rambling at this point, as I tend to do at the end of all my videos. So, follow away, comment away, share these videos. If you guys think that what I've said is funny, or you can relate, share. And comment and agree with me or disagree with me all you like. Let's start some arguments, throw some bows. Have a great rest of the weekend. Enjoy this beautiful weather that we've finally gotten. And I'll see you guys next week.